Dry land, I said, oh, Pharaoh, Pharaoh, oh, baby, let my people go.
I saw God most today when we were doing our small groups, because there's a lot of people that I've never ever talked to before, seeing that I've gone to a different church camp for 11 years now. And it was really, really fun to just be who I am and answer the questions completely truthfully and get to know who they are. And it was, I didn't have like an advantage by knowing someone else or knowing the people that were leading the group or anything. So I definitely saw God when I was able to learn about everyone else and see who they are in their light. Last night we went camping overnight, and we woke up this morning at 6:45, bright and shiny in the morning, and we packed up all our stuff, and then we hiked through the woods, and we got to our canoes, and we canoed back to the lake. But while we were on the lake, so we were canoeing this way, and if you turned around your shoulder and you looked back, you could see the sunrise, and it was the lake, and then like the swampy area, and then the trees, and then the sun coming up above the trees, and it made this beautiful reflection across the lake. And if you saw the lake, there was mist rising from the lake, and then the wind was blowing it across the lake, and it was the most beautiful sight I think I've seen yet at camp, and it was just a wonderful moment and a beautiful time to start the day.
Wave.
Amy, wave. Amy, wave.
Hi, Pastor Aaron.
Hi.
Yeah. Yeah, it's gonna be like a part of a movie. It's gonna be on.
Wait, Kathy. There's a good one when I was waving.
Yay! You guys are so cool.
Yeah, we are. That's right, we're track one.
We did this activity called crate stacking, and it was milk crates that we stacked on top of each other, and we were hooked into a roping system so we didn't fall. And we stacked them on top of each other and tried to balance on them and try to get as high as we possibly could. And one of the girls in front of me got to 11, and that was really, really impressive. And so I was like, okay, I'm gonna get to 11. And I got to 11, and every time that I got one higher, I thought, man, this is gonna be the last one. It's gonna be the last one, and I'm gonna fall. And then I got to 15 crates, and each time I thought, I'm not gonna make it, and each time I did. And there were at least 6 or 7 people cheering me on, and it was really helpful to calm my nerves and like have everyone talk to me and encourage me when even I thought that I wasn't gonna make it any farther, and I ended up making it 4 more crates than I thought I would.
I'm gonna step to the side. I'm gonna step to the side. I'm gonna roll my eyes. She's gonna roll her eyes. She's gonna stomp her feet. Into the freak, freak, into the freak, freak, into the freak, freak. G-I-S-C-O, that's the way we kiss. G-I-S-C-O, that's the way we kiss.
So right before we went to bed, we all got little tea light candles, and like every day when we close our small groups, we have a huge candle and we say that it's the light of Christ near us. And so we all got our little tea light candles, and we sat in a circle around the picnic table with the light of Christ in the very center. And the very first person lit her candle, and then took the person on her left and lit their candle from hers, and then while she was doing that, she prayed about that person. Maybe about something that they've talked about during the week, or something that they seem to struggle with, or an encouragement, or some sort of moment that they saw God shining through them. And then after they were done praying for that person, the person who was just prayed for would take the person on her left and light their candle with her candle, and so on. It would continue all the way around the circle. And it was just a wonderful moment to see everyone at the table praying for the people next to them. Everyone knew each other's names. Everyone knew a moment from the week that they really felt God through them, or some sort of encouragement that they felt. And at the very end, when Owen was praying for me, I looked up, and the tea light was bent around the rim so that the shadow of the wire around the candle was in the shape of a cross, and it was the most simple and beautiful thing I'd ever seen, and it was just a real moment when I felt God around us.
Whatever it is you want to accomplish, our deepest fear is not that we are inadequate. Our deepest fear is that we are powerful beyond measure. It is our light, not our darkness, that most frightens us. There are two ways to spread light in the world: to be the candle or the mirror that reflects it. And last, I want you to think about the darkness cannot drive out darkness. Only light can do that. Hate cannot drive out hate. Only love.
So if I were to talk about the one thing that I took away from camp, besides the amazing peer ministry techniques, it would be the confidence to be able to go out into the world and to try and bring the camp community, the closeness, the authenticness of the way that we treat each other and talk about each other and ask questions of each other and learn about each other. I would come out of camp feeling the confidence that I need to go out and bring that community into the real world and to bring God, that part of God's kingdom, into the real world. And so I want to sincerely thank St. Luke's for the past week, because it really has been an amazing week.